Hello Cancer, and welcome to your mid-September 2021 reading. We're going to look into your energy today for the Sun, Moon, and Rising signs of the Cancer Collective. The Sun sign is the overall big energies. When you're looking at your Sun sign videos, that's what you're looking at. If you're looking at your Moon sign, then you're looking at how you're going to feel about what's going on. And your Rising sign is how it's going to play out in your life. Remember that this is a general reading and it may not resonate with everybody, but the energies can be reversed, so assign the roles as you please. These messages are timeless, so we're brought to this reading, this channel. There's something in it for you. During this reading, the angels are bringing the Holy Fire Reiki energy to you. I am doing personal readings. If you'd like to get one from me, you just go in the description box. My website is there, and you can contact me that way. If you like this reading or entertain in some way, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. If you wanted to see your actual September reading, it's right here above me in the link. And that'll take you to the video that was for September, the big overall reading. And then also I did essential oils and crystals. If you want to look at that reading, then it's right here as well. In this reading, I'm going to do the mid-month reading just to see where the energy is. We're going to do career first and money. And then after that, we're going to do love, all in the same video. At the end of this video, there will be a link to the all signs reading. If you didn't get a chance to see that, it's every single sign to see how all of our energy works together. All right, Cancer, I'm so excited to help you look at your energy today. And I'm only accepting the highest and best truth or the highest and best good for the Cancer Collective. Here we go. All right, 5-card spread. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Your overall energy is beautiful. It is the 10 of Cups. So it's very good. It's like Gemini's reading. Gemini had the 10 of Cups and the Empress energy. You have the 10 of Cups, but you have the Queen of Swords. Generally, the Queen of Swords, for me, when I see that card, it's about somebody's bringing you the truth. The Queen of Swords, she's super ambitious, and she sees the truth, and she is very strong in her life experiences. She takes lots of risks, and she's very determined. She can see the bigger picture when looking at things, and she's very wise. This queen is very strong in adversity as well. So there's no gender to any of the cards. When I'm reading the cards, I'm just reading energy, but this is how we know which cards are which. So this queen is super stable, but she's holding the sword of truth. And swords are logical experiences. It's a logical way of looking at something. It's logical energy. It's also air energy, which could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And we're not talking that these people are coming actually into your life. They could be, but we're saying that that's the energy of what's coming towards you, that's going to be around you this month. And it's going to make you feel really good because you have the 10 of Cups, which is wish fulfilled. This is the rainbow. Look, it has all the colors. Your chakras are going to be open. I mean, it's just like you feel amazing. So you're going to feel really good about what's happening. So money-wise, it looks good. It's logical. You have stuff happening. It's ambitious. And you're going to be able to see the bigger picture as you move through the month. All right, so let's see what you are now. What's your energy this month? So your talent is shining. People are starting to notice you. They're noticing your talent. You're succeeding. You're doing really well. You have new money opportunities and new opportunities all around. So this is a really good month for you. So you're showing the energy of the 10 of Cups, which is beautiful energy when it comes to money. We have stability, which is the queen. Queens always have money, right? She's not a pauper. She has money. And you're shining and you're looking really, really good. You're shining out for other people to see. You are expressing your truth and people are starting to see you and saying, you know what? Cancer's looking great, right? When it comes to business, career, money, Cancer looks good this month. All right, let's see what your next step is. The next step is the Emperor energy. So you have solid Queen energy, now you have solid Emperor energy. The Emperor energy is someone who doesn't wait for things to happen. It's not necessarily ambitious, but it's very like the Emperor knows what he wants, when he wants it, goes after it. You know, it's like a wham, bam, thank you, ma'am kind of guy. You know, I want this, let's get it done, whatever. It's very strong energy this month when it comes to your career. Like you're very focused. Nice. So the Emperor, people come to the Emperor. The Emperor doesn't go to people, right? The Emperor snaps his fingers and it gets done. So that's the type of energy that's your next step, is that know what you want and go for it. You know, you have the strong Queen energy and the strong Emperor energy. You're ready for whatever it is that you want to do. You are ready, right? What's the obstacle in your way? The obstacle in the way is that you keep looking and watching and waiting. You keep, like, this person's watching the plants grow. Like, you know, he's just like checking it out. Yep, I did really good right there. That was pretty amazing. It's like it's almost like an ego energy of rechecking your work over and over again. Like, yes, I did really good at that. And that's good because it keeps us motivated, but it's kind of silly energy because it's actually stuck energy because you're not moving forward because you keep looking at the past and all the things that you've done and how great and wonderful they were. Well, where are you going in the future? Where are we moving towards? What are your new plans? I get that you had great manifestations that happened and now you're like, oh my gosh, I'm super powerful in manifestation. And look at all that I've done, and that's great. But the universe wants you to manifest more. They want you to do more. They want you to be a creator, right? So what is this strength? What's happening with your career and money that's your strength? Well, that's good. We have the Ace of Cups. So we have great relationships when it comes to career. We have feeling really good about what you're doing. You're winning the emotional lottery when it comes to career. At the end of this month, you're going to start to see things pick up because you're going to start to win. Winning, right? So you're going to feel very creative. You're going to be able to see the growth that needs to happen. And then you have the ambition here with the Queen that's going to move you forward in that growth when it comes to your career. And your money. Money does come quickly to you during this time. You're going to feel like it's flourishing. It's going to feel really good. You're going to be appreciating every single moment as this happens because you're going to see right now the energy that I feel from Cancer, and I'm seeing it in my own life, where if I even think of a manifestation, it happens. It's the weirdest thing, even the smallest thing. For instance, I was walking through my closet the other day, literally, and I looked around and I said, you know, I really need to organize this closet. Like, this closet doesn't make sense to me for some reason. It wasn't like messy or dirty. It was just like, I mean, everything was put up, everything was hung up. It was fine, but just something popped in my head and I was like, I'd really like to redo this closet. And that's the last I thought of it. And I want to say, like, a day or two later, my husband goes, hey, I think we should redo our closet. I was like, whoa. That is weird. And that wasn't the only thing. That's just like a little example, but I can't give you the other one because it's not YouTube appropriate. But I had this quick thought that was not YouTube appropriate. and then it happened. I was like, whoa, okay. Wow, that was really neat. Like, it was like, when it came up, you should have seen the look on my face was like, are you reading my mind? Like, what just happened? That is so wild. Anyway, so things like that, I feel like Cancer has this like power right now of manifestation, like whatever you think, it's happening. So be very careful about what your thoughts are because the universe might be showing you, look how quickly you manifest. Be careful, Cancer, because you can manifest not so good things if we're doing this, if we're staying in our ego, if we decide that we're going to dip down into lower vibrational feelings and stay there, and then we could start to manifest lower vibrational things. So be very careful because you are in such great energy of manifestation. The next thing is what's happening with you in the future and the outcome. The outcome is the King of Wands, which is your business is going to be very honorable. People are going to see your business and the communication that you have in your business and with your money. Very honorable. They're going to see you as being very wise, open, and self-aware. You're really good at expressing yourself and you're becoming more and more free as you move through this energy. A lot of you guys are making decisions that are freeing up yourself from maybe the corporate world. I know some people are retiring. I know some people are not going back to those old jobs anymore because they didn't follow like their soul self. So whatever it is, it's going to be really, really honorable. I do want to dive into that card one more time, a little bit more, just to kind of see what this outcome is. Let me use these cards. I want to see the outcome. What more do we have to tell Cancer? And I'm Cancer Moon, so I'm getting these, I understand these energies. And I would be careful about that manifestation, like I said, because maybe I want to know, can you guys tell me in the comments, like if you've had some awesome manifestations, like really quick thoughts that boom, just came into action. You're like, it like left you speechless recently, because I want to see if I'm the only one. I don't think I am. But I think from what I'm feeling, lots of Cancers out there are having the same thing. Okay, so we have the Wheel of Destiny. The Wheel of Fortune is moving in your favor when it comes to your career, so everything's going to start picking up. And they're showing me like a snowball where it starts really, really small, and as it goes down the mountain, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and that's how your career and your money is going to get. So as you're feeling, you know, if you feel like your money is really small right now, or your career is just kind of in a small stage, watch out, because it's going to start to gain momentum and get bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's all based around this energy of the King of Cups. So remember, I said you can manifest in one of two ways. You can either be on this side of the King of Cups, or we can accidentally manifest on this. So be very careful about what your thoughts are. Get them written down on paper. Be very clear about what you want, and maybe look at those daily so you can stay in a more focused manner, opposed to just letting your thoughts just go anywhere. So the King of Cups is very charismatic, very sociable. It means that people are going to see you in your career and be attracted to you, because they're going to see you as being the ideal partner. They're going to see that you're following your heart and your intuition as you move through this new energy and this new way of living on this earth. They're going to see you as being warm-hearted, and that you're able to control your feelings. And so be careful, because the flip side of this card is the opposite. So we want to make sure that when we're moving down the hill, that we're gaining the things that we want to be, and gaining the things that we really are. If we get into the negative aspect of this card, it's going to make you look the opposite way. So this is the ego. That you're going to look very ego-driven. You're going to look not like you won't attract what you want to attract in your career and money if we do that. I don't feel that you are, but I just want to caution you on that, so that you know that we could go either way in that as we're rolling down the hill and becoming a bigger snowball. All right, Cancer, so let's go to love next. Okay. Oh, I almost did those backwards. Sorry if you hear banging. I have kids upstairs playing, so. All right, so let's do love and see what's going on with the love aspect of Cancer. And we're going to do the same thing, just a 5-card spread, just to see where we're at with the energy. See what's going on. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, the overall energy for you is planning for the future. Same thing, wish fulfilled. So we have the same thing. So the 9 of Cups is actually better than the 10 of Cups, in my opinion. A lot of readers will say that. It is actually happiness, like really, really happy. So when it comes to love, there's some sort of planning or some sort of reviewing your life and deciding the things that you want to move forward with, and seeing how things kind of played out for you, and seeing what happened, why it happened, and then moving forward. So it's not actually the Judgment card, but it is a way of viewing and looking at life and through a different lens than maybe you've seen it before. And because you're doing that, it's bringing you more happiness. It's allowing you to say what you want, be very clear. And I think Cancer, I don't know if this happened to you, but a lot of my life I had trouble expressing how I felt. And maybe you had that as well. And so that is kind of what I'm feeling with going on with this month, is that you're seeing things as they play out, and then deciding, is that what I want to continue with? Is that the behavior that I'm okay with? If not, then what am I okay with? And it's about speaking your truth and coming out and saying the things that you need to say. All right. So what is you? You are making a bunch of decisions, and these are logical decisions, and it's emotional, because we have a lot of blue. Swords are logic, so we have 2 ways of being. Do I want to be this way, or do I want to be that way? So when things come up in your life, you're looking at them more logically and saying, instead of emotionally, there's some emotion that comes up to make you feel like something's not right. Once you recognize that something's not right and it has triggered your emotions, then I feel like you're going to go into like a logical mindset to say, okay, what are my choices? It's like, this is like crossroads, right? That's the other thing that I'm seeing as well. So it's like you're sitting at the crossroad. You feel like you got emotional about something triggered you. You stop, you take a look at it to say, what's triggering me? Why am I acting this way? And you say, okay, so this happened. Now, what am I going to do about it? I can be as I always have and just let it go and not say anything about it, or I can make a different decision. So this is about making a choice, a different decision, more than the way you have before. And we have a small moon up here, so it's not as bright, but I think you're still going to be able to see enough that you can make good sound decisions, okay? The next step for you is, instead of having 3 of Wands, we're going to a 4 of Wands. So this is communication, and this is more communication, but this is a joyous communication where you feel like you're being heard. You feel like you had the opportunity to say what you wanted to say, and it's going to bring this connection closer. So there's some sort of connection or relationship in your life that needs to get closer, whether it's someone who is there in your everyday experience or someone who has been on the sideline waiting to have conversation with you. So either way, there's some sort of conversation that's going to come in. It's going to feel equal because there's 2 on each side. This is actually a card of reunion or union. So there could be a reunion coming into your existence of someone in the past. Now, Mercury retrogrades, we haven't talked about Mercury retrograde yet, but we're in the shadow period, and we'll be doing a reading about that very soon. But I want to get a little bit closer, and I want you guys to, the shadow period is where it starts to show you the things that are going to start to play. So for instance, for me, I started to release the trapped emotions around my experiences with my siblings. So that is a new thing for me that came up. So I was like, okay, I'm going to do that. I'm going to release. And so I have a feeling that the retrograde is going to be playing in on some of those old relationships that I had with my siblings, and repairing me and helping me to heal from those. So I don't have to hold on to resentment and hatred and those types of feelings and frustration. Those were the feelings that actually came up. So this is good because this is a reunion. It is happiness. Sometimes this is marriage, but I'm not feeling like that is the next step. But for those, there may be a small percentage of you guys who are getting married. Maybe you're making decisions about a marriage, making decisions about a person you want to get married to. Now, can this be a long-term relationship? Yes, it could. This could be something coming into your life that will end up being in marriage later on in your life. Yes, that could be true. Some of you guys could be getting married this month. That is true. We do have the energy for that. I'm not feeling it very strongly, so I'm not saying that it may be a lot of Cancers out there. But this is definitely a reunion of some sort that is very strong and very good. Okay, that's the next step. The obstacle in your way is the Hierophant. This is saying the obstacle in your way isn't actually you. You're not actually the Hierophant in this card. Most of the time you are. But not this time. This is the person that's coming, the other person here, the person in the red. This person is wearing red. This person is not ready. That's the obstacle in the way. They are not living in connection with their higher self, and they haven't grown enough yet. But they will, it's just they haven't yet. So I know that's going to be kind of disheartening for some of you guys because this person's been waiting, right? I'm waiting. It's this feeling of waiting. But we know it's going to turn out good because we have this 9 of Cups, which is wish fulfilled. And we know that we're making decisions about what we want in relationships and what relationships look like. That's because we have a lot of crossroads that are happening for us, and they're happening for a reason to build this relationship. When it does come in, realize that if you are not feeling it right or feeling it correctly, give it a moment and give it some time because the person is still kind of getting to your level. I guess that's the way that I'm hearing it. It's like you are here and they are here. I'm seeing like a thermometer. Like, I don't know if you guys ever had any of those fundraiser thermometers. So when you do a fundraiser, like if you do so much money and the thermometer goes up, it's kind of like that. It's like they're raising in their vibration, and you're helping them with that. They're doing a lot on their own as well. So there's a lot that's happening between them and their inner being and their angels and guides and the loved ones in spirit. Those are all working with this person So if they haven't come in yet, it's because they're not ready, and that's okay. Sometimes the universe is protecting you until they're ready. So it's actually a good thing, because you're busy learning what relationships look like for you anyway. You're trying to figure out exactly what you want, because how could you, it's premature, right? If the person comes in so early and they're not ready and you're not ready, you know what's going to happen? You're both going to run. So just let it be, relax into the energy, and just let it be what it is. The strength is that this is actually a gift from the universe. I know it's hard for you to see it because you're like, well, they're not here yet. How is this a gift? I've been waiting months. Some of you guys have been waiting years. And I get that. But this is actually a gift. All the lessons that you have learned thus far is a gift. What you've learned about relationships is a gift. The decisions that you have made, what you've learned about yourself is a gift. And I know that we just want that manifestation. We want it now. However, trust me, you're going to want it when it's more in line with what you're asking for. If it comes in too premature, it might be for a second, but the wrong words are said and both people split. So, and I'm not saying it'll happen like that, but that would be the only reason why it would be such a hidden gift and this person not being able to see it. And they're focusing in on these other cups, right? They don't see another one is coming in. Man, some of you Cancers got like 3 people out there trying to get your attention. You got another one coming in. I'm just kidding. All right. So the outcome is everything that you've learned, all this logical stuff, all of this stuff, all of these decisions that you've made. You're gaining your arsenal of living, your arsenal of relationships. And there's no other better way. Because if you get into a relationship where you don't know what you want, you're just going to recreate everything that you ever had. And it's going to take you a lot longer to get your happiness. Luckily, through this whole thing, you have the energy of happiness. So thank goodness, because as you wait for this person, you're going to feel really good about yourself and you're going to feel really good about what's going on. So that's good. You're still going to be happy. It's just there's going to be this longing of like, why is this person not come in yet? And it's because there's still a lot of learning going on right here. We do have right here this karmic learning. There's just a lot of learning going on. There's a lot of teaching and learning. And so right here, we have all of that stuff right here. Let's see if we can get anything else on this outcome. Okay. Because I'm sure that you Cancers wanted to hear a little bit more about love. You wanted to hear, they're coming in and it's going to be amazing. All of that stuff that some of the YouTubers are saying, and they've been saying it for months and months and months for me. I was like, and I'm like, I got tired of watching some of them because I'm like, when? You know what I mean? Like when? I should have had 15 people coming in for all the readings that I've listened to. I'm like, where are all these people that you said are coming in? It's silly. Okay, let's find out what else they want to say to us. Okay, well. All right. So here you go. The person that you're waiting for is dealing with lots of pain. Pain that they haven't wanted to look at ever. And although they've dealt with a lot and they've done a lot, and although vibrationally they're doing better than they were, say, 6 months ago or even a year ago, there's still a lot to uncover. There's still a lot for them to take a look at. And the last thing they want to do is come to you in a broken state. They don't want to come to you like that. They know that you deserve better. They know that you deserve more. They do know that you can help them with this, but this person believes it's not your responsibility, which is great, Cancer, because you always think it's your responsibility to save everyone. And it got to the point where you were saving everyone that you never saved yourself. So now that you're focusing in on yourself, and I think this person can see that you're doing that and you're healing so well, the last thing that they would want to do is bring you their pain. And they know that you're empathic and that you would just take their pain. They don't want 2 people in pain. They've already lived the horrible life experience that made them hate themselves, that made them doubt themselves, that made them want to run away from you in the first place. They don't want to overburden you with their pain and have 2, it's like having 2 casualties. Let there only be one casualty that needs to heal. And when that person heals, then they can come to you and be the person that they know you see them as. So they know that you see them as a better person than they've ever felt they were. But they don't want to depend on you to tell them how great they are. Because then that's narcissistic, right? They don't want to be that. They don't want to be in a narcissistic codependent relationship because they're trying to get out of one of those, right? They don't want to be in that. So they're like, okay, what do I got to do to reach the vibration to match my higher self and my soul experience, like to reach my highest good so that I could come into you unbroken. I can come to you repaired. I could come to you and I'm seeing like an old beat up car that's been through the weather. You know what I mean? Like maybe you found in the desert, rusted with no wheels, no engine. And it's like he or she's got to drag that home. Got to drag their rusted, burnt out, no seats, tears and rips in the seat kind of car back to their dwelling or their house, and they're starting to repair it little by little. And so even though the tires are great, like the tires may do well, and maybe there's an engine in it now and it's running, but cosmetically it still has a lot that needs to be done to it. It doesn't have AC, so they don't want you to have to sit in a hot car. You know, it doesn't have even heat, so you're going to freeze in the winter. So they're saying that they can't warm you when you need it, and they can't cool you down when you need it. Do you see what I mean? Like these references that they're giving me. And they don't want to come to you unpolished. They want to come to you like $1 million, like a car that is worth so much more. And that's kind of what they're showing me. Like they want to fix themselves up. They're trying so hard. So we don't want this to rush in too early. And they're showing me, will it be awesome? Yes, it will. And you're like, well, why can't they just come in? Because they need to get to a point where they can have those conversations with you where it doesn't hurt them as much. And then they can be honest with you and tell you the truth because they're really afraid to open up and be open with you. Cancer, you're emotional, you know, and you are that intuitive heart-to-heart person. And they know you're going to bring it out of them. And they want to do that with you. That's why they want to contact you. But they can't do it in the state that they're in because they're feeling like you deserve more and you deserve better. So that's basically what they showed me here, is that they can't communicate just yet because they're still working on this. They're fixing up that. They're putting a new paint job on it, and there's some holes in there they got to patch up first, and there's some rust on the bottom, and the muffler's really loud, and you know, things like that. Like they're like, I don't want to come in all loud with like a loud muffler, you know what I mean, into your life and your existence. And then and have you feel like you have to fix me. That's what they don't want. They don't want you to feel like you have to fix them because you have the heart of gold and you would do it. You're doing enough by being you and fixing yourself and them seeing that it's possible. Because the fact is they didn't even think it was possible until you came around and you started to fix yourself and you started to do really well. And they're like, oh my gosh, if Cancer can do it, I can do it. And that's beautiful, Cancer. All right, so they are coming to you, though. They will come. Once the car has enough in it, once it has heat again, once it has a cooling system again, once it has a nice stereo even, you know, I mean, it's like, once it's all, I mean, it's talking about, it's missing visors and everything, like the sun is going to beat down on you in that car. You're going to get a sunburn. It has a cracked dash and everything. And it's like, you know what? I got to fix this because you deserve royalty. You deserve so much more because there's no one like you. You're amazing. And they want to come to you equal, just the way you see them. They want to come to you that way because life has withered away this person. And a lot of people are at their rock bottom. They're coming up. So think about when you were at your rock bottom. Did you want to reach out to someone? No, but you did reach out to people when you were at your best and you were doing good and you were feeling good and you felt like you could be an equal partner in your relationships. And that's all they're asking and that's all they're wanting as well. All right, well, that is super beautiful. I do want to go ahead and get some love cards while we're at it, because I know that while you're waiting for such a relationship that's taking such a long time to heal and become the right way, especially if we're talking about twin flames, y'all, that's a whole nother experience in itself. We're talking about people that you've been on many lifetimes with. That's a whole nother thing. All right, let's see. What are they thinking about Cancer on the 5D level? Well, whatever you're doing is really important to this person. So just keep doing whatever you're doing, because you are their everything. And I am so lost in the ocean that is you. That's why they're trying so hard. Otherwise, they would just ignore it. Like, who cares if I ever fix myself? Life sucks. Like that, right? Your words keep ringing in my head. So they're hearing you somehow. Either it was your past relationship or you're talking to them now somehow. They're hearing what you're saying and they're taking it to heart. And they're using that to heal. I'm electrified by you. Like, you can't find someone like you. They've looked all over the world. They've been all over the world. They've dated many, many people, and they have never found someone like you. You are that important. You're that different. So I find everything about you so pleasurable and irresistible. And I have no words for your kindness and generosity. So you're being really generous. There's something that you're doing that they believe is super generous to all of mankind. And they are listening to every word that you say, and they're using it to heal. And they will come forward when they're ready. This is them being triumphant in winning over and fixing up that car or whatever, the outside, the inside, all of it. But this is them see, the horse is their car. Maybe it's going to be green or red, I don't know. Anyway, they're going to come forward, but they're going to come forward to you in triumph. They're going to come forward to you as a man or a woman and not a boy or a girl, a broken boy or broken girl. They're not going to come to you as a broken inner child. They're going to come to you as a mature adult who knows how to handle relationships and the world so that they can support you in the way that you deserve it. Wow, that was gorgeous. If you like this reading or entertained in some way, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. And I'm working at getting to 3,000 subscribers, so if you could help me get there, that'd be great. I want to say thank you to all the people who watched this video, all the people who are brand new here and gave me a chance, the people who subscribed and watch my videos all the time and buy things off my links and donations and the personal readings and all of that stuff. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I look forward to our Mercury retrograde reading, which is in Libra, which is on the 23rd of this month. We'll get them out before then. And then the Pisces full moon, which is on the 21st, which I think is next week, if I'm not mistaken. All right, guys. So the video for the all signs is right here on the screen. So I will see you at your next reading. You guys have a great day. Bye.